Everyone. So in this video we will discuss art and culture quickly. This is the first part of video. We will discuss entire art and culture in two videos. We are not discussing in these two videos Buddhism and Jainism, which we have discussed in great detail in two separate videos. I will put the link of those two video in the description itself. So let's start. Now, first of all, we will start with architecture, which is extremely important for the prelims examination. So, there are schools of sculptures in the ancient India. So, let's see first school of sculpture, that is Mathura school. Mathura school flourished on the banks of river Yamuna in the period between 1st and 3rd centuries. It was patronized by Kusana rulers and developed in and around Mathura, Sonak, and Kankatila. Okay. Style was it was created by indigenous people without the influence of any outside culture, and use of spotted red stone, sandstone was utilized in the construction of the school. The Mathura Buddha image continued to depict folds in the drapery and halo around the head is lavishly adorned. तो एक हालो बना होता है ना, और उनका जो हेड है इज lavishly adorned that you can see, and there is use of red sandstone. And what is the subject? Subject is the narrative and imagery of all three religions of the टाइम, है ना. उस टाइम के तीनों जो रिलीजन्स हैं उनका आपको मिल जाएगा वहाँ पे द नरेशन. ओके. Now let's see Gandhara school. So Gandhara school originated in the similar time period. It was patronized by again Kushana rulers, and the style it is also known as Indo-Greek art because of the heavy influence of Greek or Hellenistic sculpture. Okay, and there was use of bluish grey sandstone, whereas later they also started using mud and stucco as well. Subject was the Gandhara sculpture shows Buddha's birth, renunciation, preaching, etc. Okay, the main sites where artwork of the Gandhara school was done are in Jalababad, as well as Begram, Hadda, Bambaran, Takshila. Takshila is extremely important. Then there is third school, which is Amravati school. It started from 200 to 100 BCE, and it was patronized by Satvahana rulers and developed in the lower Krishna Godavari valley in and around Amravati and Nagarjun Konda. Style was it was created by indigenous people, and white marble was used. Okay. Also, there are great detailing of physical features as well. Subjects: the sculpture often depict Buddha's Jataka tales, है ना. Now we will see the style of Islamic architecture in India. So there are different styles in Islamic architecture. One is imperial style. So the style of the period is also called as the Indo-Islamic style. The existing buildings were converted into mosque, and the elements of ruin from Hindu temples is visible. If you go to Qutub Minar, if you see Qatul Islam Mosque, you can see the ruins of temple are easily visible. The palaces were elaborately decorated and embellished with arches and domes. Also, floral patterns and other Hindu motifs were used widely. Okay. Then there was provincial style. In this style of architecture, which lasted for a period of 250 years, they created building with locally available materials, combining the regional style with the typical Islamic feature such as domes, arches, minarets, mehrabs. Initially, they constructed on the ruins of Hindu and Jain temples, and later they derived their own style in building art. And the third style is Mughal style. So the Mughal style is the style of architecture that flourished in and around 16th and 17th century. It is unique blend of Indo-Islamic and Persian style with Turkish influence. The buildings were excellent and remarkably symmetrical in form and uniform in pattern with intricate ornamentation. And Timurid style or Tudar arch was used during the time period of Akbar. Now we will see evolution of Islamic architecture in India. So during Delhi Sultanate, there was arrival of Turks. They brought Persian, Arabian, and Central Asian style. Features like domes, arches, and minarets blended with indigenous Indian architecture. Example is Quwwatul Islam Mosque and Qutub Minar. Then, in during regional kingdoms, regional style emerged in Bengal, Gujarat, Deccan, with local materials and influences. Examples: Jama Masjid in Gulbarga, Gol Gumbaz in Bijapur, Adina Mosque in Bengal. And during the Mughals, it reached its zenith. Marbles, white marbles, were extensively used with the red sandstone. There was intricate work. There was use of inlay stones, which was known as pitre dura. Arches, minarets, etc. were used. There was a evolution of Charbagh style, which can be seen in Humayun tomb as well as Taj Mahal. Okay. Now we will see Himalayan temple architecture. So there was confluence of style in Himalayan temple architecture of multiple style such as Gandhara, Sarnath, Mathura, Gujarat and Bengal, the styles of Gupta and post-Gupta tradition. In several temples, Garbhagriha and Sikhara are made in Rekha Prasad style. The temple at Panedarthan is built between a water tank, a style followed in Gujarat. Sculptures at Chamba show an amalgamation of local tradition with post-Gupta tradition. Okay, and many temples in Kumaon are classic examples of Nagara architecture as well. Now we will see Indo-Saracenic architecture. So at the end of Victorian era, India entered the era of national awakening and movement. The architecture represented the character of time, a combination of imperial as well as national urges. So you can see the combination of Indo-Islamic architecture with Gothic style and Victorian England. All of these combined to have features like bulbous domes, overhanging eaves, है ना, छतरीज, minarets, pavilions, है ना, cusped arches, everything you can see. If you go to Parliament House, you can see all these features, chhatris, etc., and upturned domes, etc., when you will visit the Parliament House. So these are nothing but Indo-Saracenic architecture. Okay. You can see the Egmore railway station in Chennai, or Chennai Museum, or CST in Mumbai, Rashtrapati Bhavan, or St. Matthias Church in Chennai, or Chennai Corporation building. So you can, if you are from Chennai, you can see a lot of buildings. In Mumbai, you can see a lot of buildings. In Delhi, Lutyens Delhi, you can see a lot of buildings. Okay. Now we will see rock cut architecture. So the first type of architecture that we will discuss is Buddhist cave architecture, in which there are two main things, chaityas and viharas. So chaitya is place of worship used by Buddhist monk containing an object of worship called as stupa. In the earlier Hinayana period, symbolic worship was observed. पहले idol worship नहीं थी, later on idol worship evolved. Vihara is place of residence or monasteries for Buddhist monk, found in both Hinayana and Mahayana sects. Hinayana Vihara caves have carving of stupas without image of Buddha, while Mahayana Vihara caves have sculpture related to Buddhism. Now we will see significant Buddhist cave sites. So one of the most important is Barabar caves. So the oldest surviving rock cut cave in India, dating from the Mauryan Empire, located in Bihar. They bear Ashokan inscription and are attributed to Ashoka and his grandson Dasharatha Maurya. There is Bhaja cave, a group of 22 rock cut caves dating back to the 2nd century BC in Pune, belonging to the early Buddhist school in Maharashtra. They have several stupas and a notable Chaitya cave with a valued horseshoe ceiling representing the Hinayana sect. And then there is Karle cave, it is also in Maharashtra, okay, traditionally linked to Mahasangika Buddhist sect. Then there is Junagadh cave. It is located in Gujarat. Okay, and these are not actual caves but rooms carved out of stone to be used as monks' quarter, known as the Uppar Kot caves. Then there is Nasik caves, also known as Pandavleni or Trirashmi caves. These are ancient rock cut caves located on the Trirashmi hill in Nasik, Maharashtra. They are a collection of ancient Hinayan Buddhist caves. Then there is a famous Ajanta caves, which you all know. It is in Aurangabad, Maharashtra, and a long time period in which it was constructed in two phases, and they are renowned for their paintings, rock cut sculptures, considered among the finest example of ancient Indian art. A fresco painting style has been used in the Ajanta caves. Then there are Udaygiri and Khandagiri caves. So in Udaygiri and Khandagiri caves, formerly also known as Kattaka caves or Katak caves, are partially natural and partially artificial cave of archaeological, historical and religious importance near the city of Bhubaneswar in Odisha. So they are situated on two adjacent hills, Udaygiri and Khandagiri, mentioned as Kumari Parvata in the Hathi Gumpa inscription, which is important. It is believed that most of these caves were carved out as residential blocks for Jaina monks during the reign of King Kharvel. It is a Jain cave, not Buddhist cave. So Rani Gumfa is the largest and most popular cave among the caves of Udaygiri and Khandagiri. Now we will see Ellora cave. Ellora, locally known as Verul Leni, is located in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra, India. It is one of the largest rock cut Hindu temple over complexes in the world. It contains both Hindu, Buddhist, as well as it contains 5 Jain caves as well. And important findings is Ravan Ki Khai and Dashavatar cave is situated here. Also, there are Vishwakarma cave, which belongs to Buddhism, and Indra Sabha and Jagannath Sabha, etc. are there. Now we'll see Jaina cave architecture, and we have already seen Udaygiri and Khandagiri cave example. There are more caves like Sitavansal cave, which is situated in Tamil Nadu. Now let's talk about different paintings. Okay, so the first important painting style which we will discuss is Madhubani painting. It originated in the Mithila region of Bihar. Madhubani painting is known for its bright colors and intricate patterns. It is traditionally done by women using natural dyes and pigments. Initially it was done on the walls, and then it is now done on the cloth as well. Then miniature painting. This form of painting originated in the courts of the Mughal emperor in the 16th century. Miniature paintings are characterized by their intricate details and vivid colors, and typically depict scenes from the court life, mythology and religious text. Then there are Varli paintings. It originated in the tribal region of Maharashtra. Varli painting is known for its simple geometric patterns and use of white paint on a red ochre background. It is traditionally done by women and is used to depict everyday life in the villages. Then in the southern India, Tanjore painting is very famous. It originated in the southern state of Tamil Nadu and is known for its use of gold leaf and semi-precious stones to create a three-dimensional effect. It typically depicts religious theme and is often used to adorn temple and shrines. Then there are many Rajasthani paintings which are again of different styles, Bundi and Pichwai painting, etc. You can see this form of painting originated in Rajasthan, and they use bold colors and intricate details, and often depicts mythology as well as court life. Then there is Bengal School of Art. This art movement emerged in early 20th century in Bengal and was led by artists such as Abanindranath Tagore and Nandlal Bose. The Bengal School of Art was characterized by its focus on traditional Indian art forms and its rejection of Western style. And there are different folk art style as well, like Patachitra from Odisha, Fad painting from Rajasthan, and Gond art from Madhya Pradesh. Now we will see music. So first we will see Hindustani music. There are different types of Hindustani music, like Dhrupad. Dhrupad is one of the oldest form of Hindustani music and is known for its slow meditative style. Then there is Khayal. Khayal is more popular form of Hindustani music that emerged in the 18th century. It is characterized by improvisation, okay, and complex melody and rhythmic patterns. Then there is Thumri. Thumri is a lighter, more romantic form of Hindustani music that originated in the 19th century. It features a more free-flowing style. Then there is Tappa. Tappa is a lively, fast-paced form of Hindustani music. It features intricate melody patterns and often express joy and celebration. And then there is Ghazal and Qawwali. Ghazal is a form of poetry that is often set to music in the Hindustani tradition. It is highly emotive, expressive style. And Qawwali is a form of devotional music that originated in the Sufi tradition, which have high energetic style and repetitive rhythms. Now let's see the some of the important puppetries. So there are three types of puppetry. One is string puppetry, second is shadow puppetry, and third is rod puppetry. So string puppetry का the example is कठपुतली, आपने राजस्थान में देखा होगा. And in shadow puppetry, the Togalu Gombayetta, which is originated in the state of Karnataka, is an example. And rod puppetry का example is Kundhei, which is done in the Odisha. Okay. Now let's also compare both Hindustani and Carnatic music briefly. Not much detail is needed. Okay. So gharana styles are there in Hindustani music, but gharana styles are not there in Carnatic music. Instruments are different. So major instrument in Hindustani music include sitar, sarangi, sarod, tabla, sehnai, tambura. Whereas in Carnatic music it is flute, ghatam, violin, veena, tamburi, mridangam, kanjira, etc. Composition in Hindustani music are relatively lighter, featuring Chalti, Dhrupad, Dadra, Dhamar, Ghazal, etc. style. Compositions are lengthier in the Carnatic style, more complex, and include Varnam, Javali, है ना, Kili, Tilana, Padam, Pallavi, etc. However, both Hindustani and Carnatic music traditions share the basic elements of swar, rag, tal as foundational components. Additionally, Hindustani music incorporate alap, taan, jor, jhala, gat, and alankar. Okay. Now we will see renowned practitioner of Indian classical music. So Hindustani music mein we have Bismillah Khan, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Ali Akbar Khan, Tansen, Zakir Hussain, a famous tabla vadak, Hari Prasad Chaurasia, है ना, flute, and Shiv Kumar Sharma. In Carnatic music we have Bala Murali Krishna, MS Subbu Lakshmi, she performed in the United Nations, Aruna Sairam, है ना, Nithyasri Mahadevan, है ना, Seman Gudi Srinivas Iyer, Sudha Raghunathan, and U Srinivas. Okay, so with this we have covered the first part. Let's meet in the second part soon. Hi friends, so this is second part of art and culture quick revision. So let's start with the temple architecture. So first of all we will understand the basic features of a temple in Hindu or Sanatan religion. So the basic features include sanctum. First is Garbhagriha. So the innermost chamber that houses the main deity is called as Garbhagriha, representing the warm house of the temple. Second is entrance and mandapa, which is there. There is Vimana, which is freestanding temple, often have a mountain-like spire. It is called as Vimana. Then there are Vahan and Dhwaj. So a standard pillar is known as Dhwaj. Okay, is placed actually before the sanctum. Now we will see Nagara or North Indian style. So it has following features. First is it has elevated platform. It has open layout. It does not have enclosed wall. It has multiple sikharas, and the sikhara style is also different. It includes the latina curving inward, or famsana, which is broader and shorter, or vallabhi, which is rectangular with a vaulted roof. Now we will see Central Indian temples. The ancient temples of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan share several common traits as well. So first of all, the material which is used is primarily sandstone, है ना, and during Gupta period it was constructed in large number, है ना. Notable example is if you see the 64 Yogini temple, है ना, or Kanderiya Mahadev temple at Khajuraho. In Western India also we can see the use of sandstone, है ना, especially the example is Samlaji in Gujarat, the Sun temple at Modhera with its grand Surya Kund, and also the Jain temples at Mount Abu and Ranakpur are significant examples. In Eastern India there was use of terracotta instead of red sandstone, and there is influence of Ahom style, Bengal style, etc. So if you have gone to Kamakhya temple in Assam, it is a significant Shaktipeeth and example of this style. Pala and Sena style dominated in Bengal and Bihar, है ना, terracotta brick का use किया जाता था with local bamboo hut influence. And in Odisha, main architectural style was Rekhapada and Pidadeul, Khakara, है ना. So Jagmohan Mandapas and boundary walls were also used. Sun temple at Konark with intricate carving is an example. In hilly areas also there were construction of temples. There was influence of Gandhara, Gupta and local wooden building as well. It was a hybrid style. While the Garbhagriha and Shikhara followed the Nagara style, the Mandapa often had a wooden or pagoda-like structure. Notable example includes Kashmir, है ना, Lakshana Devi Mandir in Chamba and temples at Jageshwar and Champavat in Kumaon. Now we will see Dravida or South Indian style. There is a enclosed wall and a large entrance or gateway is there, which is known as Gopuram. The main temple tower Vimana has a stepped pyramidal shape. There is a temple tank. There are smaller shrines are either incorporated with the main tower or located separately. Famous temples, towns are there in Dravida style. You can go to Kanchipuram, है ना, Tanjavur, Madurai, Kumbakonam are renowned for Dravida temples. The Pallavas, Cholas, and Vijayanagara dynasties were significant patrons of Dravida temple architecture, with the Rajarajeshwara temple at Tanjavur being a magnificent example. Now we'll see Sufism. So Sufism had some important orders like Qadariya. It was founded by Sufi saint Abdul Qadri in 12th century. The order emphasizes on the importance of dhikr or the remembrance of God through chanting and meditation. Then there is Chishti. It was founded by Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti in 12th century, and it places a strong emphasis on love and devotion to God and encourages the practice of seclusion and asceticism as a means of spiritual purification. Then there is Naqshbandi, founded by Sufi saint Bahuddin Naqshband Bukhari in 14th century. The Naqshbandi order emphasized the importance of self-discipline and adherence to Islamic law, as well as practice of silent meditation and contemplation. Other orders are Surawardi, which is founded by Sufi saint Abu al-Nazib al-Surawardi in 12th century. The Surawardi order emphasizes the use of spiritual practices and rituals to achieve mystic states of consciousness. As well as there is a Rifaya, which was established by Sufi saint Ahmad al-Rifal. It emphasizes the importance of ascetic dancing and chanting. Now we will see some of the important classical Indian dance forms, like first is Bharatnatyam. It is known to be Ekaharya, where one dancer takes all the roles in a single performance. The dance involves transitional movement of leg, hip and arm. Expressive eye movements and hand gestures are used to convey emotions. The accompanying orchestra consists of a vocalist, mridangam, violinist or veena player, a florist and a cymbal player. Then there is Kathak. The word Kathak has been derived from the word Katha, which means a story. It was primarily a temple or village performance wherein the dancers narrated stories from ancient scriptures. So Kathak began evolving into distinct mode of dance in the 15th and 16th century. The focus is more on footwork. The movements are skillfully controlled and performed straight-legged by dancer wearing ankle bells, and Kathak is primarily performed in the northern India. Now we will see Kathakali. So Kathakali is a blend of dance, music and acting, and dramatizes stories which are mostly adopted from the Indian epics. Heavy makeup and stunning costumes like elaborate masks, huge skirts and big head dresses are used. The dancers enact the roles like kings, gods, demons of the stories with particular makeup and costume. The vocalist narrate the legend and the percussionist play the musical instruments. Then there is Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi is the name of village in the Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh, which has a very long tradition of dance drama. It was known under the generic name of Yakshagana. In 17th century, Kuchipudi style of Yakshagana was conceived by Siddhendra Yogi. It is performed as dance drama, performance in groups and also as a solo items. Then there is Mohiniyattam, or dance of Mohini, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, is the classical solo dance form of Kerala, mostly a solo performance by girls with circular movements, delicate footsteps and subtle expressions. Movements have been borrowed from Nangiyar Kothu and female folk dances like Kaikottikali and the Vattirikali. Okay, pardon my pronunciation. Then Odyssey. The major subjects of performance are loads of incarnation of Lord Vishnu and verses of Jayadev's Geet Govind. A soft dance backed by soothing lyrics and is similar to Bharatnatyam in terms of the mudras and expressions. It's termed as mobile sculpture It is an important point. It incorporates two major postures. Tribhanga, the body is deflected at the neck, torso, and the knees, and Chok, a position imitating a square, which is a masculine step, and Tribhang is a feminine step. Then there is Satriya. The Satriya dance form was introduced in 15th century AD by the Vaishnava saint and reformer of Assam, Shankardev, a great Bhakti saint, as a medium for propagation of the Vaishnava faith. The dance form evolved and expanded as distinctive style of dance later on because of the religious character and association with the Satras. Satras are Vaishnava mutts or monasteries. This dance style has been named Satriya. There is Manipuri dance. The origin of Manipuri dance can be traced back to ancient times that go beyond recorded history. The dance in Manipur is associated with rituals and traditional festivals. There are legendary references to the dances of Shiva and Parvati and other god and goddesses. Lai Haroba is the earliest form of dance which forms the basis of all stylized dances in Manipur, literally meaning the merrymaking of the gods. It is performed as a ceremonial offering of songs and dance. There is 6 main school of Indian philosophy. The first is Sankhya. Sankhya school is based on the idea of two fundamental principles. First is Purusha, which is pure consciousness, and Prakriti, which is matter. The goal is to achieve liberation by understanding their interrelationship. Then there is Yoga school. The Yoga school focuses on training the mind through physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation to achieve liberation. And then there is Nyaya school of Gautama, which emphasizes logical reasoning and argumentation as a means of understanding the world and achieving liberation. And then there is a Vaisheshika school of Kanad, which is based on the idea that the universe is made up of small indivisible particles called atoms. It emphasizes the study of the physical world. Then there is Mimamsa. The Mimamsa school believes that liberation can be achieved through proper performance of rituals and duties. It emphasizes the study of Vedic text and the interpretation of their meaning. The last is Vedanta school. It is based on the idea that ultimate reality is Brahma and Brahman and the divine ground of all existence. It seeks to understand the nature of Brahman and the relationship between the individual self and the ultimate reality. Bhakti saints I have discussed in great detail in a video which I will post in the description, the link of which will be posted. You can watch it. I will discuss briefly here. The first is Shankaracharya. He is known for Advaita philosophy and establishment of Matha, etc. Okay, and then his philosophy is also known as Vishishtadvaita. His philosophy is known as Advaita. The Vishishtadvaita philosophy is given by Ramanuja. He was a prominent Vaishnavite. Okay, which is the Vishishtadvaita is also known as qualified monoism, Dvait, Advait, and Vishishtadvaita. So Dvait is given by Madhvacharya, which says that the Purusha and Prakriti or Atma or Brahma are different. It is Dvait. Advait is they are same, Aham Brahmasmi, which is given by Shankaracharya. And Ramanuja says that though they are interrelated, but the Brahma is Vishisht. Then there is a different philosophy given by Nimbarka, who established Dvaita Advaita or dualistic monoism. He was a Radha Krishna devotee. Okay, now we'll see Ramananda. He was founder of the Bhakti movement in northern India and opened Bhaktism to all without discrimination. Then there was Vallabhacharya. He founded Suddha Advaita, pure non-dualism, and the Pushti Marg, philosophy centered on Krishna. Kabir Das, he criticized mainstream religions, sparked a reform movement and promoted the Nirgun school without having any kind of idol worship. Guru Nanak, he was also from Nirgun school, emphasized Nam Japna, denounced caste discrimination, promoted equality. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is another legendary Bhakti saint of he primarily worked in the region of Bengal, popularized the worship of Radha and Krishna, taught Achintya Bheda Abheda philosophy and promoted Kirtans. And Shankardev, as we have seen in the earlier slide, reorganized traditional art forms like Ankiya Nat, Bhavna, Satriya dance and popularized Vaishnavism in Assam through Ekasarna movement. And Guru Ghasidas founded the Satnami community in Chhattisgarh. And Surdas, a devotee of Lord Krishna, wrote stories like Sursagar and Saravali about Krishna's childhood. Then there are Bhakti saints of Maharashtra like Sant Gyaneshwar, earliest Bhakti saint in Maharashtra, and he wrote commentary on Bhagavad Gita and on yoga and philosophy. Then there is Namdev. He established a Varkari sect, or he's also known as a Varkari saint, known for his bhajans, and one of the 15 holy men whose verses were included in the Adi Granth. Then there is Eknath, a Maharashtrian saint of the Varkari Panth, influenced by Sufi mysticism and Vedant philosophy, wrote Eknathi Bhagavatam and the Bhagavata Puran. Then Tukaram, a devotee of Vithala, incarnation of Vishnu, wrote Abhanga poetry, advocated for devotional congregation and kirtans. Last is Ramdas, built Hanuman temples across India, wrote Dasabodh on Advait Vedanta, and contributed to Marathi literature with devotional songs. Other notables are Mirabai, Narsingh Mehta, who wrote Vaishnav Jan to Tene Kahiye, and Dadu Dayal, a Kabirist who believed God does not belong to any one faith. Okay, so with this we have ended the art and culture quick revision. Buddhism, Jainism and Bhakti saints in great details I have discussed. You can watch the video. Thank you very much. Take care. Best wishes.